The following presentation is solely for entertainment purposes and not to be taken seriously. While content and characters may be based in truth, this presentation is not meant to offend or harm in any way. It's the Olly Brown Show, America's favorite Thrillbilly. And now, here he is, Olly Billy-Bob Brown.
Hoo-ha! Howdy, y'all. Yee-haw. Shake your tail feathers. Yup, yupper doodle. Let's do it to it. Hoo-ha. Churning the butter. Hope my barn door's not open. Bringing it home. Ta-da! I can't believe this is my reality show.
Previously on the Olly Brown Show.
Well, boy, I just ran through a lot of trees and a bunch of weed to get across that there Washington. It's a good thing that weed is legal there. Now, I got to tell you about this woman over here. I came up the other side of that there weed, and she was standing there, so I said, howdy. And I asked her where I was, and you know what she said? No. Idaho. Idaho? I said, I'm glad you the hoe, 'cause I ain't a hoe. And lady, if you want to be a hoe, well, that's your business. But if I were you, I wouldn't be calling that out too loud in mixed company. Know what I'm saying? Now, I hear tell they specialize in spuds around here. I like a good old-fashioned mashed-up spud. Don't you? Back home, we call them taters, and there's all kinds of them. There's red ones, and yellow ones, and brown ones, and even purple ones, too. We used to play games with them, like 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, and Mr. Potato Head. And in the summertime, we'd have a round or two of the hot potato. Oh, them are good times, folks. Good times. Well, there's a feller up there peeking out from behind that there rock. Can you see him up the top of that mountain? He's got a big head, ain't he? Hey! You know, he sort of looks familiar like, don't he? Huh? Mm-hmm. What's that feller's name? George W. Washington. I bet you thought I was going to say George W. Bush. No. LOL. No way, Jose. Now, I wonder what he's a-doing up there. I thought he was resting his head on that there dollar bill. Oh, wait a second. I think I got a picture of him in my pocket here. Oh, here we go. Yep. There he is, George Washington. And looky here. I think he's on this here quarter, too. Money, money, money. It makes the world go around. It makes the world go around, it does. Well, I guess that George has become bigger than life, huh? I'm going to sneak around to the other side here and get a better look-see. Whoa! There's more than one feller up there. Well, they must be having a tea party or something. Well, there's Abraham Lincoln right there on the other side. He's also on the U.S. penny. Oh boy, them fellers must have some big ego by looking at the size of their heads. And you know, my mama used to tell me not to be going around letting my head get too big or swollen, because folks will think you have an ego or something. Yeah. Well, I just thought that she was talking about them ego waffles where you can put some syrup on them and they're real good in the morning. Yeah. Hey, I got an idea. Since I'm running for the president, maybe they should try and put my face up there on that there rock. Then I could put my picture on a bunch of money too. As long as they don't put me on the backside of that crazy horse. I don't want to be the backside of an ass, you know what I mean? Well, how's that? Do I look good? No. Well, that's enough playing around. I got to be running along, folks. Okay, y'all, I'm running across this place called Utah, and I just stumbled on what must be the biggest salt lick I've ever seen. Ooh. It's a super humongous lake made of salt. What? And I don't see one head of cattle anywhere out here. It's like a ghost town. Can you imagine having a salt lick that size without one cow here to enjoy it? Oh well, I guess that means more salt for your shaker, unless you like the pepper. Well, guess where I am now, y'all? I landed my feet right smack dab in the middle of Salt Lake City. Now, as the story goes, this is Mormon country, and I'm curious as to why that is. I wonder if that's 'cause there aren't many ladies here. I know I heard from this guy called Ratio that maybe they have more men who live here than they do women. Ergo, Mormon country. Well, I don't know. It makes sense to me as I think on it. I suppose that's right. Mormon country means more men. So if you're a feller who likes the fellers and you want to be around more fellers all the time, then I guess this is the place to be. Yeah. But don't take my word for it, 'cause I'm just a passing through. Yep. Gotta run. Well, that sign says, "Welcome to Colorful." But if you look past it, it doesn't look very colorful at all now, does it? That could be called false advertising if you ask me. Now, I'm also curious about the rest of what that sign says. It says Colorado. Well, how do they expect me to do that? I don't have a phone on me. I can't call anyone. So how am I going to call someone named A. Rado? Who the heck is he? I don't know anyone named A. Rado. But I guess it don't matter none, because like I said, I don't have a phone and I don't have a quarter to put in no phone neither. So I guess he ain't gonna be hearing from me, Howdy from Golden, y'all. Did you know that they make beer here? Oh, hey, that rhymes. Beer here. Well, take a look at that contraption behind me. That is what they call a distillery mechanism, and we use the same kind of still down in the holler to make our moonshine. Ooh-ha! Oh, I think I'm gonna like this place. Makes me feel warm all over.
Hey y'all, it's Olly Brown again, and I'm standing out here in front of the U.S. Mint in Denver, Colorado. Now, I came over here because I wanted to get me some of them there chocolate mints, but when I went in there and asked for them, they said they didn't have none. I said I'm willing to pay for some. They said we don't need your money. We got all the money we need right here. We make it ourselves. So here's some advice from Olly Brown. If you come down here to the Mint in Denver and you want some chocolate, you ain't gonna get it because they ain't gonna give you none. I guess everywhere you go, you're gonna find yourself a little bit of bull.
Ruh-roh!
Ooh-wee. Sorry about that, folks. I got plumb tuckered out. I just needed a little breather there. Guess I better get back to it. Howdy, it's Olly Brown, and I'm standing out here outside the Colorado Convention Center, and I just found this big blue bear. And you can be certain it's all blue up there, balls and all. Now this is what they call the Brown Palace. Thought I'd drop by for a little look-see. Now I don't think I'm related to the Browns that built this house. For one reason, the rooms are just too big. I could never keep them all cleaned up. No sirree, bub. I'm happy enough in my little trailer house back home. But it is quite a spectacle, ain't it? I'm real glad we stopped by. Now I'm going to hit the road and take it down the road a piece because I hear tell there's a house that they named after old Olly Brown. And that's me. Let's go see if we can find it. Come on now. Hey folks, I am rip-roaring excited to be standing here in front of this here house, this place that they are calling the Olly Brown House. What? That's me. I'm Olly Brown. Isn't that great? Well, who'd have ever thought that? Not me, that's for sure. Makes me kind of red in the face, and I don't know what to say, but it is a special honor. Just take a look at this. It's better than my double wide back home. Let's take a gander at it. Look at that sign. Well, what'd you think? Isn't it a nice house? And to think they named it after old Olly Brown. What's that? What you saying, Mr. Cameraman? What are you getting at? You wouldn't be pulling my leg now, would you? Oh. Woo-wee hot doggies. Well, folks, Mr. Cameraman here is telling me that they didn't name this house after old Olly Brown after all. So, Mr. Cameraman, what you're telling me is that this is not the Olly Brown house, right? Because of this here letter M in front of the Olly? Gee whiz. I should have thunk it, but I figured it was one of those quiet-like letters that just sat there all silent-like you didn't have to say it if you didn't want to. And now you're saying it's the Molly Brown house and not the Olly Brown house.
Oh no!
Well, that's different, folks. Dadgum. I guess I really did figure it all wrong. Well, there's no sense in sticking around here, is there? I might as well hit the road and keep on running for the president. I was getting all excited there for a hot minute. But I guess when I think about it, it makes sense. My mama did tell us that they broke the mold when it came to old Olly Brown. So, I'm the only one. I'm the original. Well, I better hit the road, so I'll catch you later, all right? Next time on the Olly Brown Show.
Shh! Can you keep a secret? Well, neither can I. I just can't do it. So I guess that means I can't tell you where I'll be or where I am a-going or even what's going to happen next time. But I can tell you this. It must be something pretty special, kind of like a surprise party. And if you like surprises, then come on back and join me as I continue this here race for the president. I'll see you next time. Y'all go on and y'all have a good one now, okay?